What is up, people of YouTube? It is your boy Will the Pill, and I'm here to answer one question that was asked on my channel. Well, on my last video on my life on Vivance, and this one goes out to you, Gucci Balboa. Thank you for your comment about me being a great speaker. Probably didn't sound like it just then, but I am on 60 milligrams, and I wish you the best on Vivance, because it has, for me, personally, I love Vivance. Like, all the medications I've been on in my life, Vivance has been there for me better than all of them. You know, to be honest, because my life on Vivance, it's been wonderful. Yes, there have been like ups and downs because of side effects, but you know what? That's normal. As I've said in my last two videos, that's normal. And if you have side effects on it, please let me know. Please let me know. Because I just want to hear people's, life on it, side effects, you name it. I want to hear about it. Because I've been on this medication for almost 8 years now. I know I said I was on it for, I've been on it for 8 years. But sometimes I just like to, estimate or, go to the nearest month. Make it into a year. I gather you know what I'm talking about. But, Stephen Best, you asked me what I'm on it for. I'm on it for my ADHD, and I know I already said that in my comment below yours, but my diagnosis, because, well, I said that I would, make a video about my diagnosis and other medications I've been on. So here it goes. When I was in kindergarten or first grade, I completely forget. Actually, it was in first grade. There you go. First grade. I was that kid that would just be walking around the classroom doing God knows what. Not focusing on what the teacher was even saying or doing. All I was doing was just walking around the classroom willy-nilly. Willy. And my principal, who loved my family, he doesn't keep in contact anymore, but my principal, who loved my family, gave me a nickname. That nickname was Free Willy, because I would be wandering around doing, as I said, God knows what. I don't know. I was only like 5 or 6. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I was being a weird kid, as normal kids are like. I gather throwing down. But I was 5 or 6 years old, and he mentioned to my parents that I wasn't focusing in class. I was walking around doing whatever, and it concerned him because he wanted the best for me. He wanted me to do well in my schooling, in my social life. But what I was doing was kind of hindering that. So he made a referral to a psychologist and got me checked out, to see if I have any sort of autism, stuff like that. It came back negative for the autism, but it came back positive for ADHD. Now, as a kid, I didn't know exactly what the fuck that was. So, I was like, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen? We're gonna put you on pills. Okay? We're gonna put pills down your throat. I'm like, okay, whatever you wanna do, yeah. What? What does that do? What does that do to a kid? Like, it screws up with your neurons, just your brain in general. Now, fast forward 10 years, I'm on a medication that is way better for me. I'm on a medication that has been helping me focus. It's been helping me think faster. It's been helping me do whatever. And I couldn't thank my principal enough. Because if I was off of it, I would be a whole different person now. And I would still be having my speech impediment. I would still be having random outbursts of rage. I didn't want that. And I don't want that. I don't want that in my life at all. So there's a few people that I want to thank. My parents, my principal, and my cousin. Because I'm not sure if you guys remember in my last video, my cousin is the one that told me about Vyvanse, and it's helped me immensely, and I love him for that, because without Vyvanse, I don't know who I would be, because I was on Adderall. In my last video, I mentioned that I went from being 140 pounds to 90 pounds. I wonder what would happen if I was on it more. I wonder what would happen if I was on it for 6 months. Hell, 6 years. But with Vyvanse, it's a way better medication. And working my way up to 60 milligrams, it's been amazing. Even though I've had some side effects, stuff like that, I don't care. I don't care, because like I'm way better now. And I've just been this happy-go-lucky person, even though I've had some struggles with 40 milligrams back when I was, God, I think I was 16 years old. When I was on 40 milligrams, I had some depressive thoughts, ones that caused me to have some sort of, okay, I can't lie to you guys. I was self-harming because I didn't think I was good enough, and I didn't think life was worth living. But no worries here. I've gotten into a way better mindset. I think life is worth living. And I've just been going about life in a positive way. I even was a co-founder of a suicide prevention group. I helped people like me get through suicidal thoughts, self-harm thoughts, you name it. Because life is worth living. It's worth every single second you breathe. And if you don't think so, put down that blade. Put down those pills that you're about to swallow. And comment below. And find me on Instagram at Wilderlust20. I think it's 20. I think I changed it. But find me on Instagram because, man, life is worth living, as I just said that. And if you don't think that, man, you're wrong. No matter what is going on in your life, hell, I thought I was a burden to my family. I thought that I was just someone who was mooching off of them and taking money, eating food that could have been, for someone else. I was just someone there. So I resorted to a dull knife. May 1st, 2012. Yeah, it's 2018. It's January 14th, 2018. And if any of you were wondering, I don't know. It is 10:31 at night. The night is where people are more vulnerable. The night is where people think that life is not worth living. I can attest that it is worth living. And the only time that I ever thought it wasn't was when I was on 40 milligrams. And now that I'm on 60, I've been on 60 for, hell, it's gotta be like 10 months. And I'm 20, by the way. Turned 21 this year. And when I was 16, I didn't think I would get to being this age. I thought that I would be dead in a ditch or whatever because I was having depressive thoughts, but life gets better. Things get better. And a word that I learned recently is an abettor. Someone who is there for you or someone you know to vent to. Now, I didn't have that when I was 16. I wish I did. Hell. I so wish I did. But that's all I ever was to those around me. No one was there to help me through what I was going through. And I was afraid that my parents were gonna, like, judge me for, having those thoughts because, oh, life is so good for you. You know what? That's like telling someone with anxiety, stop it! Stop being anxious. You're not... Your thoughts of anxiety is invalid. No, that's like doing that. Yeah, no. I just want you all to know life gets better. Life has a funny way of showing it in different ways, but still, life gets better. And I don't know what I would do without my aunts. I don't know. But if any of you need someone to vent to, someone who will listen to your thoughts and feelings, find me on Instagram at Wilderlust, WILLDERLUST 19 or 20. I forget which one it is. And direct message me. If you need to talk on the phone, I will send you my phone number there. I'm not going to give it out on YouTube. But please know that life is worth living. I love you all. Just know that, please. Alright. Bye.